This biscuit dry as hell. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Meg, and I am back with another video. Today, I'm actually going to do my second story time. This is a highly anticipated one, so I'm excited to do this one for y'all. If you are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining the mob, joining the family. If you are returning, thank you so much for kicking it with me. Man, look, obviously there's something about my videos that's drawing you back. So keep on watching, keep on sharing, keep on liking, keep on doing what you do, right? So it is Wednesday morning. I'm in Nashville because I had to go to a research study. If you don't know what a research study is, it's pretty much where research companies bring in people, regular old folk like me, and pretty much ask their opinion on products and services and different stuff and get paid for it. I've been doing this for years. It's a good little source of extra income. So yeah, I did that. I'm just now finished wrapping up and getting done. So I decided to go ahead and do this video for y'all real quick before I start driving back home. And I got some Chick-fil-A. Ow. Anyway, so today's story time is going to be on pretty much how I lost my vision. I don't want it to be too long, but I do want to give y'all the full story and, help y'all understand. It's not going to be sad or anything. I'll make sure I keep it up and lively. But yeah, so y'all, today, actually, I didn't know this. Well, I knew this, but I forgot. Today is actually National Keratoconus Day. Keratoconus is what I have, the disease that I have in my eyes. I have bilateral keratoconus. I was diagnosed properly in 2016. But let's start from the beginning, shall we? So I was a little badass kid back in my day. I was like 3 years old, and where I'm from, when it's like fall season and they start the leaves start falling, instead of raking them up and like putting them in trash bags, throwing them out, what they would do, my uncles and stuff, they would actually rake them up and throw them all in the ditch. When I threw them in the ditch, they would burn the leaves down instead of just wasting trash bags. So me being me, I actually tumbled over into the ditch of burning leaves. And it burned my whole entire right side. The scars are gone away, pretty much faded. When I was a kid, you can really see them really good on my eyes. I'll make sure I insert clips and stuff so you'll be able to see. But and ever since then, that caused a lot of issues with my vision. So I've pretty much had vision issues my entire life, and as I got older, it just got worse. So I've never been without glasses. Every year, every 2 years, my prescription would change. It's like as I got older, it got worse. It got worse. So I think I was like 23. I'm 28 now. I think it was like 23 when I went to the eye doctor just for a regular old checkup, and she was like, "Ma'am, you have keratoconus." And I said, "What the hell is that?" But at the time, I really didn't have no money. I didn't have no car, so I really just couldn't do and get out and do what I had to do for myself. But she was like, "You need to go to an ophthalmologist in Nashville, and you need to go see somebody quick before it gets worse." And I was like, okay. Like I said, I couldn't do that. So I was like, I'm not gonna even try to get out there. It's miles and miles away. I can't do it. So years went by. Of course, I just got new glasses and just kind of dealt with it. I'm like, again, just seeing the prescription just get worse and get worse, and my eyes get worse over time. So finally, at this point, I finally got a car, finally got benefits, all this good stuff. So I went to an ophthalmologist, and they were like, "You have bilateral keratoconus," which means it's in both eyes. So I'll explain the disease as easy as I can. So a person who has a regular shaped cornea, I'll just put a picture up. A picture, if you see it, it's just a regular shaped cornea. It's just shaped like a circle, because your eyeball is literally one big circle. So it's shaped like this, like a circle. However, my corneas, both of my corneas, are shaped like this, like a point, like a cone. Hence the name Keratoconus, like a cone. So for a person who has a regular shaped cornea, it's the best way I can explain it. I'm not an ophthalmologist, I'm not an eye doctor, I don't know this stuff. I'm just going off what I've been told in layman terms. So when the sun hits your cornea, a regular person's cornea, what it does is the light reflects off of your cornea, and your retina is what allows you to see whatever you're looking at. If light reflects off of it, you can see it. If there's no light, you cannot see it. So for me, when light reaches to my cornea, instead of reflecting off and bouncing off of it to get me to see whatever I'm looking at, the light just sits inside of the cornea, inside of the tip. It just sits there. So what I'm looking at is just the big old jumbo mumbo blob of light and some color. I can see color. So and I was like, well, okay, that makes sense. That's what I'm seeing. I can't make out anything. I don't have nothing is clear or vivid. It's just I see blobs of color. So I couldn't drive, y'all. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't drive, but it was a good thing because I hate driving now anyway. So who I was with at the time, she drove me everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So I was cool. I had no depth perception. Depth perception, not death perception, depth perception, which means when I walk, when I look down, looking down, things look different. So when I step down like steps, I have to make sure I feel, because I could be seeing closer or further than what the steps really are. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, that scared me. So so I dealt with that. I couldn't drive. I couldn't really do normal stuff. I really couldn't work because I worked in front of a computer screen. So imagine trying to see and squint. And when I tell you I was a squint queen, like I would squint. I was just squinting, like, and I did that for so long, and I just didn't realize how squinting became a part of my life, like, because they also explain why if somebody squints and they can see better, the doctor explained it to me. So your nerves and your eyes are not strong enough to see on their own. When you squint, you pretty much are compressing those nerves, and it makes the picture of what you see clearer. I don't understand it, but it's exactly what he was saying. I said, okay, that makes total sense. So I was just squint to see stuff. Even with glasses on, I was squint because I could see better if I squinted, right? So, girl, y'all did that for so long, I'm talking about years. I just been dealing with this. So, 2016, I was diagnosed properly with bilateral keratoconus. And there's so many things you can do to fix it. But for me, you have hard contacts. It's not, most contacts are soft and those flimsy kind, but you can get the hard ones that are like, this dude walking is really weird. But anyway, you can get the hard contacts, and that'll help with the shape of your cornea. But you can only get contacts if it's not as bad, if it's not terrible. I was already past the terrible stage. Like, it was already done for me. So I had to literally opt into having surgery. So October 26th, 2016, they diagnosed me officially, they declared me officially legally blind. So apparently my dates is all mixed up. So I was not declared legally blind until months later, after October. So it wasn't October, sorry. I really couldn't do anything then. Now, being legally blind doesn't mean that you just out here, you know what I'm saying, Ray Charles and stuff like that. It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't Ray Charles out here. But you just can't, you shouldn't do basic day-to-day things. Let me take a bite of this sandwich. I got a chicken biscuit from Chick-fil-A. I may or may not need some jelly, so we'll see. mm, 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 mm. It's a little dry. A little dry. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh. Golly. Anyway, where was I at? Okay, so yeah, being legally blind doesn't mean that you just out here can't see nothing, but it does mean that you shouldn't, and you just can't see like you should. So I had to schedule my surgery. I had a cornea transplant on my right eye because my right eye was much better than my left. They still were both bad. So fast forward a little bit, I had my surgery April 12th of 2017. I had a cornea transplant. So literally whoever cornea I have in my eye right now, I thank you. I appreciate you. Probably did. I'm not sure, but I thank you. I appreciate you. It's when I had this transplant, it really opened my eyes to being able to donate different body parts and things that you don't really, need when you're dead to people who need it. Like, cause imagine nobody ever donated their cornea. I would be cornealess. So I appreciate that. It really opened my eyes a lot. But yeah, I had my cornea transplant on 2017, April 12th, 2017. And so pretty much they took the irregular shaped cornea out and put a regular shaped cornea in. It took about a year for me to heal and to see properly out of that eye. All right, y'all. So I'm going to insert some clips from the day of surgery, the way y'all can see how I looked and how my eye looked and everything. So enjoy. This is when I got out. I was completely out of it. Like, I'm talking about the anesthesia had me all the way messed up. All right, so this is the day of surgery. Of course, I can't take nothing serious, and I was definitely playing around and joking before I went back. This is, I think, a day after. No, this is the same night, but I was asleep. I couldn't do nothing but sleep because I couldn't really open my eyes at all. So. It's still, as of right now, it's still blurry, but it's not gone. Like my left eye, if I close it, I can see absolutely nothing. Nothing is there but color. I can see nothing. But my right eye, I can see everything. It's much clearer, but it still got a blur to it. So I put my glasses on, boom, everything is good. But yeah, it took about a year for me to heal. I still gotta have surgery on my left eye. Don't know when I'll do that. But yeah. So that's what I have been dealing with that for a very long time. And I'm so grateful for that surgery. It changed a lot of my life, and it helped a whole lot. Because not being able to see, even though I had been dealing with it for so long, and it was hard for me to, like, honestly, it was really, really hard for me to adjust to being able to see. Because I would do this, like, I would get glasses and be like, because I was so used to not being able to see anything. So when I got my glasses and I can actually see permanently, I was like, dang, like, this is how this shit feel. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. But, yeah, I dealt with that. And with the transplant, they put stitches in my eyes. So those were like, after so long, they would pop. It ran at the most random times, y'all. I'm talking about the stitches would just pop out of nowhere, and it would make my eye burn and itch really, really, really bad. So I would have to randomly go to the eye doctor, make an appointment. Can y'all please get this out of my eye? I had like, I really want to say I had 17 stitches in my eye, so they all had to pop. They either dissolve in your eye or they pop. So it just depends on, you know, how strong they are. But yeah, y'all, your girl out here can't see anything. I can see now. I can see better. I'm good. I can drive. I can do all my regular stuff. But I still have the disease in my left eye. And this biscuit dry as hell. Golly. Why can't they use the chicken mini biscuits on the chicken biscuits? Jesus. Yeah. But yeah. That's my story. I lost my vision. I will say this, the only bad part about it, besides not being able to see, was dealing with that dang on short-term disability. Trying to apply for short-term disability, FMLA, LOA, all that stuff to your job, when your FMLA people aren't on the same page with you and your doctors, and everybody just doing their own thing. Oh my God, y'all! When I tell you it was the worst experience of my life, trying to secure FMLA or short-term disability, having to go back and forth to the doctor and tell the doctor to do this, and the doctor, he was such an asshole. Like, I'm so sad that I went to them, because he was such an asshole. And he was like, I feel like you can work after 2 weeks of surgery. And I'm like, I can't even open my eye. You think I can work? Like, you really believe I can go back to work in front of a computer screen after 2 weeks of having surgery, bro? You sound stupid and crazy. The worst. But so I still don't, I can see fine, but certain things look different to me than other people. You may look at something and be like, oh, that look clear to me. And I said, well, you know, that messes with my eyes. Like being in the sun or certain levels of brightness, it just messes with my eyes. So I see different. I see fine as far as being able to get by, but I still have some issues being able to see certain things or having the sun in my face, and because even with the sun, I still have to make sure that I don't get too much light, because of the fact that I still have it in my other eye, so I can still stuff still can be distorted through my vision. So, but other than that, I'm good. Something you gotta deal with. Everybody ain't perfect, but God gives you stuff to deal with, and you just gotta deal with it, and you gotta just handle it, and you gotta just hope that you can get through it. And I got through it, and here I am now, feeling better than ever. I always look, anytime I got glasses, always rock the Ray-Bans, and these are 100% authentic Ray-Bans, baby. Only, you feel me? You did. So, no, but that's the story time, y'all. That's all. I'm finna get to go home. I got some big news coming for y'all. Hopefully I hear the big news before I post this, so I can also share my next video. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching and tuning in. If y'all enjoyed the video, give me some black hearts in the comments. You know how we do. Like this video, please like the video, give me a big old thumbs up on this junk. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your folks, tell your family, tell your friends that we going up and it's stuck. You hear me? Don't forget to join the mob. We have good fun over here, and we're going to keep on growing. So, yeah, 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. Meg's out.